Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today I am back with more of my July budgeting videos that I like to do on my channel. You guys know that every single month I do like to set up all of my budget spread, my sinking fund spread, variable income spread, as well as stuff my cash envelopes and sinking fund system. So for today, I am coming back with another one of those videos. And if you guys did not check out yesterday's video, I did upload this spread, which is my July monthly budget spread. Go ahead and check that video out because I did talk a lot about sort of the goals that I have and just future payments on things like student loans and things like that. So make sure you check that video out. But for today, we're going to be setting up my sinking funds spread, which, as you guys know, I do like to set up on the very first page of the month, which now comes before this notes page, which is the new page that Erin Condren has in all of her planners. So I am going to go ahead and flip to the very first page of the month, which doesn't really look like the very first page, but if you guys can tell from, let's say, August, this would be the very first page. I just don't know why it's not blue, but I don't know, it's a little weird, but it's okay because I will be covering it with some washi. Now, I am going to go ahead and keep using my gingham and cherry print washi, and I do have my sinking funds and transaction log sticker kit, which, if you guys do not know, I do sell all these stickers in my Etsy sticker shop, which of course I will be having a link for down below. So I'm just gonna go ahead and move right into it. Let me go ahead and take this here, like so. Right there. I'm not 100% sure if this first page is longer than the other pages because my washi kit was perfectly fine on this page. I think this side tends to be a little bit longer. Maybe it is because it is the first monthly page. Not 100% sure, but that's a little weird. And I'm going to go ahead and take my sinking funds script sticker and put that on top. Just like that, and then moving on to my sinking funds. I'm going to go ahead and zoom you guys a tad, and we're going to go ahead and start. Now, for this month, I did, like I mentioned in my budget video, add one more category, and I will go ahead and talk about that as soon as I get there. For my first sinking fund, I am going to be putting in Amazon Prime. As you guys know, I do pay for Amazon once a year, and this is actually going to be my last year on the student program that Amazon has. So I am definitely going to miss it, and I do have to pay for this month, I believe. So this will not be in this for next month anymore. The beginning I have so far is $50, and I'm going to go ahead and add $10. So that's what I'll be having for that. Next, I have car insurance. For car insurance, I am beginning with $100. And I am going to go ahead and add $100 for this as well, just because I know that I will have to pay for this next month. Next is cart maintenance. Now, as you guys know from last month, I talked about how I was going to be taking over my sister's car payments since I am going to be financing it as my own now. And I had to do a bit of maintenance towards my old car, and I still have to do a lot more to it so I can be able to sell it. Now, I am beginning with $0 because I did end up using all of those funds, and I'm going to add $100. Now, I'm not a really car savvy, to be honest, so I might have some unbudgeted expenses for car maintenance. We will see, but that's what I'm putting and what I have so far for that. Next, I have Christmas, which I love this sinking fund so much, and it really did help me last year when I had it, so I did want to include that as soon as I could. I am beginning with $100. And for this month, I am going to add $60. Now, as you guys can see, I'm not writing anything for the negatives or ending because those are going to be calculated at the end of the month in my July budget results. So that's that. And then one category that I added, I'm not sure if I added it last month or 2 months ago, is date night. And I decided to add this because, as you guys know, me and my boyfriend do like to go on dates, although honestly we haven't gone in a really long time anywhere, but I did want to go ahead and create this sinking fund for those dates that we decide to go on date nights, and I definitely wanted to contribute to that. So I am not starting with anything because I did end up spending what I put in there last month, and I'm just going to go ahead and add $50 in there. And this is, I believe, twice the amount that I added last month because I ended up using those $25 so quick during the month. I remember that. Okay, next is my entertainment sinking fund. Now for my entertainment sinking fund, I do use this for things like, let's say, concerts. I know I bought a soccer game ticket for Peru versus Brazil last month and just things like that. So I am starting with $40 since I did use a bit of that money last month, and I'm going to add $40 to this for this month. Next, I have my medical sinking fund, and for medical I am starting with $46, and I will be adding just $10 because I don't foresee any medical expenses for this month. I do plan on saving for, let's say, my contacts that I will have to pay in October, but that's not for a little bit, so I did want to go ahead and just put $10 in there. Next, I have my new car sinking fund, which if you guys have been watching my videos since the last month, you guys know that I'm using this car sinking fund, which I first created for a new car that I was going to get. But since I do have a new car now, like I mentioned, my sister's old car, I am using this new car sinking fund for the car payments. So the reason why you guys don't see any car payments in my July budget spread is because I've been having this sinking fund that I'm going to be taking out the money from until I don't have any more funds in here. So I am starting this with $344, and I'm going to go ahead and add $168 to it. And the reason being, and why I'm adding this like random number, is because the monthly payment is $256. So I wanted to make sure and have at least 2 months, exactly 2 months worth of payments, so that once those 2 months are over, I can go ahead and maybe transfer that payment towards my monthly budget. I'm still not 100% sure because I do like having this sinking fund there and having more than one payment in there. So let's say if something happens in the next month, I am safe because I already do have this sinking fund and don't have to, let's say, be scrambling for the money and things like that. So not 100% sure if I'm going to keep doing this, but I definitely have been loving having it as a sinking fund. So that's what I have there. Next, I have my SPC planner party sinking fund, and as you guys know, this is for the Scribble Prince Co planner party, which is in Austin, Texas. I already bought my ticket to Austin. I think I talked about it in one of my weekly check-ins, and I'm super excited. Now for this one, I am beginning with $95. And I believe me and my boyfriend are both going, but I'm going to just be going to the planner party by myself. We're going to go from the 1st of August until the 3rd, I believe. And I am saving up money now for food expenses, just because me and my boyfriend have decided that we're going to go ahead and split the trip by him paying for the hotel fees and I'll be paying for the food. So I have $95 in there, and I am going to go ahead and add $125 for this month. And then the last category that I have, which is a new one I've added for this month, is my vacation sinking fund. Now, for vacation, I'm not 100% sure. At first, I wasn't sure if I wanted to call it this or just call it trips, because to be honest, I don't plan on going on any like super big vacations to, let's say, like overseas or anything like that. But I do want to go ahead and add this because I have plans of either going to, I think me and my boyfriend wanted to go to Vegas, or I might be going to Chicago, not 100% sure, but my brother does live over there, so I kind of want to go visit him, as well as I do have plans to, let's say, go to Oregon because my friend Kayla is starting her master's program in there. So I did want to go ahead and start this vacation fund, and honestly, whatever it is that I don't use from the SPC planner party sinking fund at the end of that trip, I will transfer it to my vacation fund. So for now, I don't have anything, but I am just going to go ahead and start adding $45 for this month. So yes, I think that's a pretty good start to it. I might end up using that, let's say, if we end up going to Vegas in August, because that's something that me and my boyfriend are sort of planning with my friends. So we will see about that. But yes, those are all of my sinking funds, and I am now going to lay down my totals. There. It's really throwing me off how much longer it is than the other pages. I'm not sure why that is, but okay, so I'm going to go ahead and add all of my beginning balances and what it is that I'm adding. So we have 50, 100, 100, 40, 46, 344, and 95. So I'm beginning with $775. And I am going to be adding for this month 10, 100, 160, 50, 40, 10, 168, 125, and $45. Now this adds up to $708, which is what I budgeted for this month. If you guys would have seen yesterday's video, we have that right here. Okay, this is really throwing me off. All right, there you go. We have it right here, 708. Now, I am going to go ahead and add all of my totals here as well because I totally forgot to do this in the last video. Sorry about that. So for my variable budgeted expenses, I am going to add those. So 30, 100, 120, 20, 10, 115, 125, 40, 523, 76. And that is my budgeted amount for my variable expenses. And then for my fixed, there you go, like so. So it's 1,198 cents. Okay, so those are my totals. And of course, for my variable expenses, you guys will see the actuals and the variances at the end of the month, also with my July monthly budget results video. So let me go ahead and move back to my sinking funds because now I am going to go ahead and stick down my transaction log section, which comes with the sinking funds sheet. Okay, before I do so, I am just going to go ahead and take my last little thin washi strip and put that right here. I think that's super cute. Okay, and then I'm going to take my transaction log, script sticker, and lay that right there. And my little header, which is definitely going to throw me off once again. That is so weird. Is it just my planner or is it just that very first page that's longer than the rest? That's what I'm trying to figure out, but you know, it's okay. Now I'm going to go ahead and quickly draw my lines because I realized that I didn't really do that in my budget spread either. So let me go ahead and do that. And then down here. And then the header for my transaction log has the following, which are funds, which is going to be the fund that you're taking out the money from, the date, the amount that you're taking out of there, and sort of a description to let me know what it is that I'm using the money for. So that's how my sinking funds and transaction log for my sinking funds looks. Now I am going to go ahead and, like I mentioned, stuff my cash envelope. So I do have my cash here, which I'm going to go ahead and take out now. I have all of the cash that I'm going to be using to stuff my sinking fund system, which is $708. So I have that right here. And I'm going to go ahead and quickly show you my sinking fund system, which is something that I've been using ever since I started my sinking fund. And it is just this coupon file folder organizer type of thing that I got from Target. I went ahead and labeled these with a label maker, which I actually have right here because I will be using to make the vacation label for this. But as you guys can see, I have all of my sinking funds here, and each one has a little pocket to put money for each respective sinking fund. Now, I am on my last little tab of my sinking fund system, but I think that should not be a problem just because I will be taking out Amazon Prime for the next month, as well as I believe I'll be able to take out the SPC party as well once that is over. So I think I should be a-okay with this system. So let me go ahead and first make the little tab for vacation. And so what it is that I do is I'm going to go ahead and just turn it on. I don't know if you guys can see too well. And last time I just made a new one for car insurance, so we're gonna go ahead and erase this, and I'm going to write lowercase, so vacation, and I'll just put print, and it just pops out of here, and I'll just go ahead and cut it with this. So this is how the little tab looks, and I'm going to go ahead and cut the sides and just stick that onto the little label. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and take out all my cash. I just took my thumbnail picture if you guys are wondering. Let's go ahead and just start on over. So I think for Amazon Prime, I'm going to do the 10 right here. So 10 for Amazon Prime. Put that in there. Next we have, and I think I can go ahead and just, I want to zoom in as much as I can. Okay, next I have car insurance, which I'm just going to go ahead and take this 100. So pop that in there. Next I have cart maintenance. For cart maintenance, I will go ahead and do 20s. And look at these 20s. They are crisp. I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They have that new money smell. Cart maintenance, put that in here. Next we have Christmas, which is $60. So 1, 2, 3. Go, 60 for Christmas. What I want to go ahead and do is maybe put these in alphabetical order, but since my some of my sinking funds change or end up just taken out, that's just sort of hard to do. So next I have date night, and I'm going to just use the $50 in there. Date night right here. Entertainment is 40. So let me put that in here. Medical, I'm doing 10. So let's do this one. 10 in there. New car, I'm doing 168. So let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 100, 20, 40, 60. And I believe I have $8 here. So 1, 2, 3. There we go. So let me go ahead and count that once again. 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 20, 40, 60, 5, 6, 7, and 8. 168 in there. And we're going to go ahead and put that in new car. Go ahead and just fix it later, but I'm just going to pull up that money in there. Then next we have SBC Planner Party, which is 125. So 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 10, 20, and I have a 5 here. That is for the SBC Planner Party, which I will also go ahead and fix later on. And there. And then last but not least, we have $45 towards my new sinking fund, which is vacation, and I do have that. So 10, 20, 30, 40, and 5. $5 in here. And just like that, I have finished stuffing my sinking fund system. Now, if you guys are interested in either the file organizer or let's say the label maker, I will, as always, link everything in my description box for you guys to check out. I think that's pretty much it for this video. I really hope you guys enjoyed it, and if you guys did, please don't forget to give it a huge thumbs up, as well as subscribe to my channel if you guys are not subscribed already. Let me know if you guys have any questions about this or any other things regarding my budget. Stay tuned for tomorrow's video, which should be my cash envelope stuffing video. Now, I hope you guys have an amazing day, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.